Yo, what up guys, iReapism here, and welcome back to episode 22 of RaZe Dev. A lot's been happening lately, and, I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking about, how much progress I've been making, in this time that I have, and it's really not a lot. It really isn't, and unfortunately, I don't know if I can speed things up. It's not often me and Ease work together, and, it's not often I work on RaZe in itself. So, with that being said, only time I really have to work on RaZe is usually during school, where I write in that document. I just make sure everything's final, so when I do want to put everything in RaZe, like when I put all the abilities and stuff, I just have all the numbers, I have all the information ready, and likely or not, I'll make a change to it in the future. I just want to make sure I contemplate it, make sure it seems fitting for the ability, make sure there's defects with very strong abilities, and not too much to make them unusable. All that stuff you have to consider. So yeah, progress has been made. Not really. Really, it doesn't matter. Basically, I just want to show you guys movement speed, like how it's been really working in RaZe. So we actually have the system here. I don't know if I showcase this, but basically you can add movement speed. See, now I have movement speed 40 for 100 seconds or 5 seconds, and then it went back to 0. So yeah, that's what we've done. Other than that, there's not much else I've been doing, honestly, guys. So we're just gonna take a look at one more thing, and that's spawn here. And we're just going to take a look at some markers for the experience camp. So we're going to talk about experience, leveling up in RaZe, and how important it is. So let's get started. Also, before I delve into that, I just want to mention the performance in this version is pretty bad. Like, RaZe lags a lot now. And this is 1.8, transition from 1.7 to 1.8. In 1.7 it did not even lag even close to this, and it lags a lot. I'm actually down to 30 frames. When I used to record with 1.7, even with my builders on and the server, of course I run this on a server, it would stay at 120 what I capped Minecraft at, so therefore like it barely had a significant impact. So now it really, shows like, wow, 1.8 really did something that makes it lag. Or I have a wrong setting, I'm not sure. You can take a look, you can let me know. But other than that, I have no idea. I have no idea why it's causing this much lag. All I know is it's from 1.7 to 1.8, big lag, grand scale, like RaZe size lag. Alright, that was a bad joke. So let's delve into the experience system. So I'm over here, guys. I want to get this camp. So this camp is an experience camp. It's marked by the beacon. Whether or not I have to label it with the color beacon is strictly later, until I determine how much I want this to cost. We still need to do an experience test, which we'll do in this episode. I decided, actually, as of speaking, that would be a good thing to spend this episode on. And be productive instead of talking about things, Actually do some research and do some work would be really cool. So, yeah, there would be an experience camp. It would be right here. It would summon, it would spawn, it would walk out of here like its own AI, and then target the nearest player and attack. Do radius damage as well. And basically it's going to be a skeleton, it could be a silverfish, it could be anything really. Just we're giving it a custom AI. I'm just going to do exactly what it's saying. Now, what happens when you leave is where it was, it's going to turn around and then head back to the camp and disappear. It's reset now, therefore the health that it ended, let's say it ended in 1 health, and just one basic attack could kill it, or whatever ability could kill it. As soon as it goes back in and it disappears, it's reset. You have to start all over. So yeah, you have to stay taking damage in order to get the... Or someone has to stay in the radius taking damage, at least, for you to get the experience. And it drops and it splits with anybody in the radius, or who attacked it. So, yeah, that's about it. Now, it's very important to note that if an enemy comes along and he last hits this experience camp, he gets experience, and none of the people on the blue team who started it, the Marauders, will get the experience. So you can steal the camps, but you can't activate them. So let's put it at this. So some information you probably want to know is experience. How much do you drop when you die? Default. Let's say in survival, you actually drop 7 times the experience you have. So divide by 7 how much experience, and that's how much we'll drop. So it's pretty interesting. I never knew that until doing some research. And another thing is, you know, how am I going to do this splitting of experience? This is very simple, actually. We're going to do a scoreboard operations on everybody, and we're going to divide by 2 for every player there. And essentially, they're going to get a score based on what they divided. And it's going to set their... Sorry about that, train was going by, but basically, how much does it, you know, how does it work? What am I doing? So there's going to be a variable called like level or get level, whatever. And that's going to be in the scoreboard operations, and whatever value you have, basically there's just a long strip of command blocks that just gets activated. 1 to 100, whatever amount of experience I give at a time. And that will just basically give you the experience, give the players the experience with the particular score. So if you have 7 XP or 7, you have a score of 7 for that objective named level, or XP, whatever it's called, you will get 7. But then we have another problem, and I'll get to that shortly. Now, what's that other problem, you might ask? It's perfect. It works out perfect. You have the variable, it drops, it gives the experience, it splits. What can you possibly want from this system? Like, what else is there? That's progression, guys. Now, as you get towards level 16, now Minecraft kicks in and says, hey, it's going to cost a little bit more till you level up. This is very problematic, guys. This means that it's very simple to get to level 16, then it starts to get harder. And we can't have that. We need steady progression to the level, and it has to matter, because later in the game you're going to do more damage, therefore you're going to clear a camp faster, you're going to kill somebody faster. So if it being the same at level 15 to 16 from level 1 to 2, the damage and health isn't there. It's different at those levels, so therefore we have to cut the experience back, so it levels up sequentially and very, you know, on point, and very yeah, on point, I guess. I don't know, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, it needs a steady progression. We can't have level 1 through 5 the easiest to level up. It takes like 2 minutes, and then like 15 minutes to level up from 5 to 10. We can't have that, or we need that, actually. We can't have it 5 seconds to level up from 1 to 2, and then 30 million years to level up from 2 to 3. It can't be that much either. So you get what I'm saying? Like, it has to be steady, progressive. So maybe 7 seconds, then 9. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I complicated things. Alright, guys, I just got a book here. We're going to take a look at it. So it goes level, column, experience, it's required, and experience from last. So in order from 7 to 16, that's a difference of 9. So that's what it means. Okay, so look at the charts. So level 1 to 2 is going to cost 16 experience. Now, we don't start at level 2, actually. We start at level 3. So therefore, from 27 to 40, it's a difference of 13. So we need 13 XP to level up in the beginning. So the first camps are going to have to drop like 1 to 2 experience in the beginning. We can't have it that easy to level up, because then we have a really easy way to level up to get your ultimate, and it's just very strange how that works. You need time, right? So camps will drop 1 in the first 5-10 minutes of the game, and then we have to have dynamic XP changes on all the camps. So we have to dynamically update all the camps to give more experience, because 1 is going to be too little, and then they have to give 8 now. But it's going to be more steady than that, so like every minute it'll probably change or something like that. But yeah, we take a look, and this so the experience from last seems to be always 2 higher than the last, except when you get to 16. So this is what I told you. Now everything is 2 XP higher to level up. Now when you hit 16, it requires 5 experience. Then it requires 5, and then it requires 5, and then it requires 5. Then it requires 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So we don't have to worry after 25, because that's the max level in RaZe. So we don't care really after that. So for after 16, it requires 5 more than the previous level. So you have to take into this default experience count. Now keep in consideration, I have to use this experience system because it's the perfect indication for your level in RaZe. It's literally on your screen. It is perfect. You want to know what your level is when someone is watching a RaZe video. They want to know immediately, just on the screen, what level you are. So yeah, we need to use that, and then we have to cope with this experience system. So we're gonna have to do a lot of math to figure out what is right experience at the time of the game. So yeah, that's about it, guys. You can also take a look at this image on the screen of how linear this system is. It's very linear, but it increases exponentially over time. Over time though, not really direct. Now if I use this command, look how I got to level 24. Now we have to add that experience from last. So let's add 10. So this is a visual representation of how much more experience I need to level up. This is, again, we need to use this system because it's saving me so much more graphical things that I need to do instead of doing a title for a visual representation. I have it like right there in default vanilla telling me. Now if I give me 10 experience, there you go, level 25 on the dot. Now you have to keep in mind, guys, if I put L after, it's going to give me 10 levels. It's just going to skip. It doesn't matter. It's just going to skip. We're not using the L ever in RaZe. We're just using that. So that's pretty awesome. So other than that, guys, I think I pretty much explained myself. So this is the experience system in RaZe. We have to take into account and we have to update RaZe in order, like if RaZe is going to be playing 1.9, we better make sure no experience updates happen at that time. So it's very important to consider this information. Now we're using a default mechanic, meaning we're going to have to update it if it ever changes. So that's unfortunate, but that is how it's going to be. Because that visual representation is very strong, and it's so immediate that you just look at it for half a second and you understand how much more experience you need. You need halfway, you need 3/4. Use your basic understanding of math and perception in order to determine what level you are. It's perfect. Why not? So yeah, guys, if you're wondering about the brain size scanner 3000, we just have to look at what is really our speed. It's a button. It's hilarious, I know. It is a button though. And that's in the inventory. So if I were to take a helmet, try to put it in there, it will actually turn into a button. But yeah, guys, it's been fun explaining this stuff to you. I'm sorry about the lack of videos, guys. It's really getting to a point. I'm really trying to find the motivation. I actually participated in a event with Seth playing and a lot of other awesome people. We played or beta tested Missile Wars. I played a few times beta testing it, but then he streamed it as well for you guys to watch. So there's a link in the description. I'm pretty sure you already seen it, but if you want to see me in it, it's in the description. And I'll also post a video of my perspective as well sometime. It probably already is up. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out now.